In this episode of Solitude and Sailing, we do some work on the ceiling fan, taking it from this to this, and then adding up the trim work and bringing it to here. Let's get going. All right, we're beginning to put the holes in for the vent. Use the brass drill to get the corners down, and use the inside plastic area trim to measure out the holes. And now we're gonna cut. Try the angle grinder, but I think I'm gonna get the sharper blade. Well, maybe we'll find out which is the best option for cutting this hole open. So the angle grinder for metal kind of like burns its way through. It doesn't make a easy cut, but it does burn its way through, and it's a wide cut. This is more like peeling like a can. So see how it lifts up right here? Lifts up, so I'm gonna have to go back and flatten it all out. This one takes a little bit longer, but it's a sharp line. Very sharp line. Just gotta take your time with it. And there you have it. Dun, 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 dun. Whee! Now this is the inside piece. So gonna clean up some of the edges, and it should fit just fine. All right, trimmed it up a little bit more. And there you go. Now that's the insert from the inside, bottom up. Now I gotta put the regular fan up. We're halfway through, I think. Still gotta get the right, clean up the roof a little bit, clean up the surface. I'm gonna use some butyl tape, and I'm gonna use some other sealers. I wanna make sure this does not leak. I also need to make the frame on the inside where the trim will screw into, and it has to have a little bit of a space, a couple inches, so that I can line up the ceiling. So the top portion's in, and we have it bolted down. Now, these studs here is where the wood for the trim for the ceiling is gonna come across. I got some mahogany wood I'm gonna put in. And then here's power. There's already a wire pre-run. And now I'll show you what I did up top. Some of you might be wondering, what did I use as a sealer? Did I caulk it? Plywood to help balance my weight. Used butyl tape. Put a good amount of it. And as I went down one screw at a time, the excess popped out. And I'm just gonna leave that rim there because that'll help to keep the water out. Now for the reveal. And notice the hinge is over here. So when I'm driving, this is not gonna pop open unless I'm going super fast in reverse. It opens from this end, hinged near the front of the van. It came out pretty good. I'm excited about it. I gotta finish the inside trim piece. Okay, that's just the center. All right, where did I get this this fan? On Amazon. This is what other thing I like about it. She only sits about 3-4 inches above the roof. Does not sit that high at all. So that gives me some good good clearance. All done for now. Let's check it out. Everything works. You got a twisty open right here, so the vent will open up. Just let air flow through passively, or you can run the fan and either suck air out or blow the colder air back down into the van, cooler down. So I'm happy with it. It's quiet too. That's low mode. High mode, you can hear it. Low mode's pretty quiet. Nice ambient noise. Happy with the way that came out. The only thing left to do now, close up the ceiling with some mahogany wood that I got. It's gonna look nice. And then, well, hopefully it'll look nice. And then after that, put up some roof racks and put the solar up on the roof. And we're good to go on a road trip cross country. I had to take some time off between the jobs, but here we are. It's winter, cold out. It's time to finish that ceiling. Oh, it's frozen. Yep, she's frozen. Oh yeah, cold, cold, cold. Brr. Oh. How's everything in here? It's time to finish this ceiling. First, we need to warm her up and get that door open. Let's get that heat running. Oh yeah. This feels nice. Let's warm this place up. We got some work to do today. Yeah, that's good stuff. All right. As we get this van warmed up, today is the day I'm going to finish this ceiling. Now I'm trying to brainstorm. I think I'm going to put a little 2x1 across here and then put another support over along here. We're going to cut insulation, put insulation inside. And I have some boards that I'm going to run across here. Some mahogany wood from Solitude, my 1976 Pacemaker Sportfish. I'm going to put some mahogany wood I got off of that up here in the front. I guess when I was imagining how much space I had left to do, for some reason I thought this was much larger space than it is, but looking at it now, it's really probably put one board all the way across. I thought about going vertical this way, not vertical, I'm sorry, horizontal this way, left to right, but I think I might keep it going vertical, forward to aft, in line with these. I don't know. Then they'll be like short pieces versus a long piece all the way across. So I'll have to see how that's gonna look. I might still go all the way across. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. Ooh, this floor is chilly. I didn't want to get the floor all wet, but man, it is chilly in here. Don't want that near there. Look at that windshield. This is one of the coldest days of the year. It's like 6 degrees Fahrenheit overnight. It was freezing, man. And there's even some snow in Florida. Have you heard of snow in Florida? This guy was measuring his snow and he was like, it's 7 inches deep. I've never seen snow like that in Florida. You got palm trees in the background and dude's got snow in his yard. So that is how cold it is right here with this Arctic front. So right at this moment, the outside temperature is 39, but overnight it was freezing. 39 is still pretty cold, Well, we could work with that. What, 6 degrees? 5 degrees? Ugh. That's like northern Maine kind of weather. That's too cold for me. Anyway, it's a good day to get things started and finish this project right here. This door was frozen shut, but once the van warmed up some, she opened right up. Even the water bottle is frozen. Look at this. It's cold. This thing's not going to be working until that thing thaws out. There we go. Door was frozen. This floor is frozen. So we are busting out with a SpongeBob blanket to keep the toes warm. I did insulate the floor, but it's not heated. And in this cold weather, you can really feel the radiant cooling of the floor. Would be nice in summer when it's hot out. That's much better. Also, I can put the heat lower. Just I can dial that down a little bit. Put it more towards the floor. There we go. Yeah, warm up those socks. Yep. Gotta defrost before I can do any bit of work here. Defrost these. Oh yeah, that's much better. Alright. I'm gonna turn off the engine, because I don't need gas running while the propane heat's running. Now it's nice and warm in here. Here is the first layer insulation. So what we have, we got the pink stuff, pink, and this insulation underneath there. So I didn't leave myself. If I left a little bit of space, I could have tapped into this. So I didn't leave myself any space to tap into this one. I guess I could put, it looks a little flush, I could put the other beam on top. Or just right across the middle here. Put a spacer underneath. Yeah, alright, let's get to it. Did you guys remove this from your van? This foam thing that pops up in here. Almost looks like it's not really strong enough to be structural. I wonder if it's for, what's it for? To allow air through? I don't know. Keep the shape of the roof. It's just really odd. Or to keep people from banging their heads when they're going in and out. Like, what is the purpose of this? I'm sure it has purpose. Had a purpose. You tell me what the purpose is. Let's get these guys out of here. Let me make sure I'm not going to cut that wire. This is my buddy heater. It's not a dry heater, so it does leave. There was some condensation building up there, but now I think with this insulation it won't happen. So definitely don't want condensation between my insulation and the metal. Keep those pieces intact. I think they're looking good here. I'm going to cover that piece right there. Yeah, it's much better. All right, now I got to start taking measurements for the boards that are going to come across. So this is the boards I got from the boat. It basically was like a privacy curtain for the bunk beds. It's pretty wood. Very nice. So I'm going to put this on the ceiling. All right. That's what's going to be underneath the boards going across. Here's one of the boards now. So the plan is going to be to bolt to screw this in place. I was going to get a finishing gun and use that, but then, you know, I wasn't too confident on the finishing gun not going through this board. I know you can adjust the pressure on it, but it's like how many boards are going to be wrecked before it finally works. So as you can see, the van has a ceiling, has a little curvature to it. I don't know if you can pick that up or not, but we're going to screw it in. I'll be able to hide the screws over here because there'll be a trim going across afterwards, but you are going to see the screw here. All right, now let's get this other piece put in. Now remember, we still have the trim, which is going to cover up some of the stuff. So there's a edge that will be all right. So we don't have to make it perfect on this round because that trim is going to cover up any little imperfections going around here. So it'll overlap probably to here. Do a little bit of space in between. I have the black carpet underneath, but or I can make it more flush. I think I kind of like it flush. Otherwise, I'm putting a space. I gotta grab spacers and put them there. But you know what? I think I like it like that, and it's not a waste of a carpet because it still serves some soundproofing and insulating properties to it. We'll go right to there. Yeah. It's looking pretty good, if I must say. Now let's see how we did. This is going to be hidden by the trim, this screw. She's very, she's dry and she's thin piece of wood. So I don't want to force it. Then I'll run into some issues. Don't want to get greedy. That's when you have problems. You get too greedy and you try to over tighten stuff and crack, especially with it being so dry. It's looking good. Yeah, I'm kind of happy with that. And just got a piece here to cut, short piece, big piece. Let's see how it'll fit. So, what's the length that I want? 24 and 3/4.
I had put the carpeting up to show some black in between the spacing of the boards, but I like it flush. It's coming out pretty nice.
Okay. Now let's see how this one came out. Oh, that looks lovely. Man, it's gonna be nice having a piece of the boat here on this in this van. Like I said, those screws, they're not going to show because the trim for the fan is going to cover them up. I'm going to put one more piece straight across the back, and I think that'll be it, and then I can put the trim up. Or actually, I could probably just leave that like that. Let me see how it looks. The only thing is I think these screws for the trim might now be too short. Oh no, they're not. They're not too short. They're going to go right into the wood. Wow, this place looks so different with the wood up top. I really like it, and the sentimental value of this. I mean, I need to wipe it down and clean it from the dust from all the trimming and everything, but the sentimental value of this coming from my boat really makes it special, you know. I just gotta wipe it down, and then we'll take some pictures. I think I might just leave that black carpet right up here in the front like that, because the other piece I only have from here to here to screw into. Bzz, bzz. It'll tuck it back there, kind of can tuck it, cut it at an angle here. Might work, because it'll let me try it. Let me cut a piece. If it doesn't look good, don't screw it on. If it looks good, screw it on. Let's see. Piece is cut. Let's see. We need to make some more adjustments or not. Something in the way back there. What is that? Oh, it's the window. The window thing is back there. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, I'm liking that for sure. I am liking that. All right. Screw it in. I know it's not going to be nice having a couple of visible screws here, but it'll hide up on the trim in the front, underneath the trim. But I need to make sure this is not going to be bouncing around when I'm on the way. Oh, I got that one right on the split. No bueno, Carlito. That's cool. I'm cool with that. That looks pretty good. Way better than before. 1, 2, 1, 2. I mean, she's not really gonna go anywhere unless somebody's really messing around trying to bang it up. And then plus, over here, I don't think there's anything I can screw into right here. No, because that board is all done. Let's see. No, nothing I can screw into right here. Whoops. But when I put the trim up, around the door, I'm going to trim right this, hide all of that. So all those screws will be hidden. No screws on this other side. I'm going to pull these strings out. I have to wipe her down. Yeah, I'm happy with it. Let's get some lighting in here so we can get a better look. One small step for man, one giant step for mankind. Look at that. Smooth. Having a camper van self-built is almost like having a boat. There's always a project to be done. You go from one project to the next project to the next project. For me, for today, this project was a blessing. Why? Because it got me a little bit motivated today. Had a rough night. It's been a tough couple of days, but being able to come out here and work on this van, even in the cold weather, I'm nice and toasty in here with this heater, but being able to be out here working on this van really helped me to chill, helped me to relax a bit. And it's also brought back the enthusiasm of going on my road trips. So I say do something positive in your life. When you're having a bad day, bad week, do something positive in your life. Find something that brings you joy. Find something that brings you peace, and do that. Life is short, man. Life is short. And for some of us, life is even shorter than for others. But let's make the most that we can out of the time we've been given. I'm looking forward to heading up to Maine. I want to check out the fjords down by Bar Harbor. Or is it Bangor, Maine? I got to find out. I think it's around Bar Harbor. There's some fjords there to go check out. There's some nice trails to hit. Obviously, can't do it when all the snow is out. So I got to wait for that to melt a little bit. But I need to find some trips for the winter to take this bad boy out and enjoy some trails, enjoy some waterfront while I wait for the snow to melt, the ice to clear, to take the boat out. But there is a possibility, once I hook up the trailer lights on this van, to be able to take my little day sailor maybe down to a warmer climate. I can definitely do it on the pickup truck, rent a hotel, but I'd rather take the van down. Wouldn't that be cool? And then just crash out on the van. That's what it's made for. I got the hitch already on there. I just need to hook up the wiring. It's another project to do. So like having a boat, it's from one project to the next. Thanks for watching another episode of Solitude and Sailing. Come along with us as we explore the coastline and interwaterways, and then also as we go on some hiking trips, go on some camping trips, fun stuff outdoors, things that bring joy, bring peace, bring hope. Being out in nature, for me, is very freeing. For you, I hope it is also. And if you can't get out, you're more than welcome to follow me on these journeys. Take care, fair winds, following seas. We'll see you on the next adventure of Solitude and Sailing.
If you made it this far, I want to personally thank you. And don't forget to like and subscribe.